Hi everyone, my name is Topaz and welcome to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, I am a poet, painter, and part-time activist based out of St. Petersburg, Florida. Right now, I am in my lovely apartment, which I'm sadly moving out of very soon to pursue international travels. But today I wanted to create a paint and chat atmosphere, paint with me, right? I want to talk about some things that are like boiling my blood about living your life and, in fact, living your best life that makes other people feel uncomfortable and makes them not want you to pursue your dream, right? So I wanted to paint. A good friend of mine, her name is Danielle, she's in Costa Rica right now, and she left me with a very important quote after I got totally heartbroken 3 weeks ago. And her two words that she gave me that really helped me recover from that was begin again. Begin again. Start over. Do it all over again. And after that, I was really touched and inspired by her words, and I really wanted to make something from that. So today I'll be doing a painting on canvas using several acrylic paints that I'm inspired by. I have a titanium white, I have a copper, which is my favorite element and favorite color ever. I have a silver that I may or may not use. I have a Mars black, a crimson, and then I have a primary yellow that I may or may not use. And so in my mind today, along the theme of begin again, rebirth, I really wanted to create a painting that was symbolic of coming out of your shell, coming out of this golden egg that you were born in, who you are, your golden self, and coming into this place of womanhood, this place of goddessness, and this place of rebirth. And so in order to sort of reflect on what my friend Danielle told me, I wanted to create this painting today. So let's just jump in. I have been wanting to talk about some things that have been bugging me for a while. The idea that you living your best life is selfish. I've had to think a lot about that. Why would my life seem to be selfish to someone else, right? Are you single? Yeah. Are you full of kids? Do you have kids right now? No. Then what is the problem with you living your best life? Why would you have to stop all that you want to do because someone else feels threatened by your freedom? And I've had to go through that kind of question quite a few times, and you know, it makes me really upset because what I do with my life and what you do with your life, if you're a free person living in a free nation, living your best life, why should you compromise that for someone else? Because someone else isn't able to support you during that process. And I've had a lot of friends who know that I'm a traveler, who know I'm insane about traveling, and are like, yeah, girl, get it. Go. Do and be your best person, right? Do you, boo, right? And then a few people that have really, particularly exes, right? And maybe I shouldn't be talking to these exes anyway. Maybe they need to just go back on the shelf and chill out. But particularly exes that feel that they have the audacity to tell me how I'm making my choices in life. People that I may have dated a long time, people that I've dated shortly, or people that are just have no sort of understanding of who I am as a person. And I've had to really work with those people, because as much as I'd like to be like, snip, 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 you're out my life, some of those people are really quite beautiful. They just don't support me on my journey. And during this process of figuring out who I am and where I want to go, it's really important for me to be surrounded by people who support me. So if you're someone and you're watching this video and you are someone that has been supportive of me in my journey, I really just want to give a shout out to you. Like, I really want to thank you for all you've done, because you have made my journey towards self-discovery and my mission to travel as far and wide as I can, you have made that a delightful experience, and I am so grateful that you are a part of my journey. So, for those of you who wish to travel, you want to get out, you want to be free, you want to do your own thing, you can do that. I promise you, you can do that. You are free. Of course, you may live in a different country, in a different context. Maybe you're not as free as someone that was born in the United States, but if you're watching this video and you were born in the United States, even if you have student loan debt, I have debt, you guys. I have like $50K in debt. I am not someone who just walked into college, walked out with no debt, and is living this debt-free life forever. Like, that is not me. Kudos to you if you were able to convince somebody, either your parents or the government or some sort of scholarship or loan provider, to not give you some sort of debt. But the vast majority of us, college-educated folks in America, especially this generation, I'm a millennial, we didn't have the luxury of living a life without debt. So don't let debt be your chains, right? And I've thought a lot about that. Debt is my chain, for sure. Of all the things that prevent me from living my best life and living fully, it is debt. Not that I can't handle the debt, but it's that I don't feel like debt is trying to help me. Shocker. So if debt's not trying to help me, and homeboy down the street that I used to date ain't trying to help me, then who can help me? What do you know? It's just gotta be you. It's gotta be yourself. No one, and I realized this for myself, no one is really gonna help you get there except for you. There's definitely some people that will, you know, pay some lip service and try. But at the end of the day, if you want to live your best life, it's up to you. So, I have a big announcement. I recently quit my day job and decided to pursue a journey of travel. Now, this is definitely something that we've all seen on YouTube. We've seen it in ads on our Facebooks. Take this free course and learn how to quit your job and live a life that's amazing and beautiful, and that you don't have to live a life of debt anymore. Come on, travel, quit your job, right? I've watched those videos. I'm guilty of watching those videos, friends. I'm not going to act like I'm not. I'm guilty of watching the videos. And I drank the Kool-Aid. But when I was drinking that Kool-Aid, I had some real concerted thoughts like, boy, am I happy? Oh God, what a question. Am I happy living someone else's dream? Am I happy living the dream of my employer? Am I happy living someone else's vision? Am I happy spending 8 hours a day doing shit that, quite frankly, I don't want to do? Shit that doesn't get me closer to my dream. Not in this way of like, oh, wham, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. But in this way of like, hey, is this career that I have getting me closer to who I want to be? Is it? I don't know. So I had some of those thoughts, and after doing a series of staycations here as well as vacations abroad, I've had a few reflections that I don't want to live in someone else's dream. I don't. I want to live my dream, my best self. I want to be my best self, but I realize just for myself that if I'm not spending 8 hours a day doing things that I care about, my dreams go on the wayside. So you have to ask yourself, before you do what I did and go ahead and quit your job and pursue travel with whatever savings you have and then look for work or find work abroad, are you living your dream? Is this who you want to be? Like for real? Like for real. Not like, yeah, I guess I kind of have to because I have kids, or yes, I kind of have to because I have debt, or yes, I kind of have to because someone expects me to. No, like, are you living your best life, doing things that make you happy, joyful, energized, overwhelmed with happiness? Are you really living your best life? If yes, kudos to you. I am proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing. We love you. All of us here, me and whoever's watching this video, support you because we want you to succeed, right? We want you to succeed. We're so proud of you. For those of us who unfortunately are living realities that are not our own, who are living in tropes, get married by the time you're blank age, have children by this age. If you have children beyond that, you are a failure. If you don't have children at all, you are a failure. You are out of our family, you are discontinued, you are canceled, you are out, right? For those of us who are living in that reality, where there's usually somebody or a group of people or perhaps a whole society that tells us how we should be living, we really should consider relocating. So for me, I've been going through some things. I quit my job. I decided I wanted to pursue travel, not full-time, but essentially full-time. I'm not going to be just swinging from the vines in Costa Rica and zip-lining through Bali and all those amazing things. I'm going to be working. I'm going to be painting. I'm going to do poetry. I'm going to be releasing my poetry book. I'm going to be maintaining my Instagram to help people connect with me. I'm going to be hosting webinars on how to start a vegan lifestyle so that your body can be free, so that your mind can be free, so that you can literally be free of disease, right? Like, I'm working out here and I've never done anything like this before. I am terrified. I'm terrified. I don't know what's going to happen when I get out there. What's going to happen to me when I'm out there? The world may never know. But I have the utmost faith that I'm going to make that shit work. I'm going to make it work. Mom, Dad, I'm not coming home. Papa, I ain't coming home. When I told my family that I was leaving the country, they were like, what? I was like, yeah, Dad, sorry, I gotta do my thing. He was like, hold up. Let me go back to the drawing board and come back to you. A few days later, he calls me. He's like, I guess I can't stop you, but stop. But I can't stop you. So I guess I'll just have to be okay with what you're doing. And I was like, thank you, Papa, because really That's the kind of guy. We all have that one person in our life that no matter what we do, they support us, like our mom or a friend or grandma, somebody. Like, you could be trying to do something crazy and they're like, we love you. Just keep doing what you're doing. And then there's that one person that you really should value their opinion. You really do love them to some degree. And, you value what they have to say. So then you sacrifice your own personal well-being and happiness to make sure that this person is at least acknowledged in your life decisions, right? That's my father. My father's the guy that, always has some negative Nancy thing to say, but 9 out of 10 times it's kind of true. And I keep his opinion in a healthy place because I know there's lots of ways that opinions like that can really harm somebody. So I keep him at bay. I love my papa. He's amazing, but he doesn't always support me in the ways that I need to be supported. So, yeah. So those are the things that I think are really important to acknowledge, is that when you're making a life choice and you're doing your best life, there are people that really fucking love you. And those people are important because you need the confidence, you need them. And then there's people that don't really support you, and it might be for real reasons. They might actually have some valid reasons why they don't support you, right? And my recommendation to that is to listen, right? Listen, but then weed out the opinion and get to the place of like concern, right? So if someone's like, oh, I don't think you should be traveling to Russia. It seems a little communist over there. It seems a little dangerous. Like all the stereotypes that they might have of Russia, like we don't know about that. What they're really trying to say is we've never been there. We've never vetted it. We have never laid eyes on it. We're not sure what it's like. And we care so much about you that we don't want you to go someplace that we can't protect you in that situation. What a loving, that's coming from a place of love, right? A place of fear, but also a place of love. They want nothing but the best for you. But them trying to micromanage your happiness ain't gonna cut it, boo. It ain't gonna cut it. And so you really have to come from a place of who matters most. Does my personal happiness matter most? Or does pleasing the people around me and making them feel safe and secure matter most? So I've had to come to that place, that realization, that hard place where I realize that I love you, Papa. I love you people that say, hey, I don't know about Russia. Good luck out there. And be like, I appreciate the love that y'all are giving me. However, I gotta keep it pushing. And it's okay. It's okay to see those people and to love them and to respect them and to acknowledge them, but to not allow them to stop you. I'm taking this opportunity to glow up, grow out, grow big, grow in, grow out, grow through the roof, and become the flower, the tree, the person I've always wanted to be. Once again, recap. Do I have kids? Nope. Do I have a spouse? Nope. Do I have debt? Yes. Is that getting handled? Yup. Anything else holding me back? Do I have physical impairments that will prevent me? Nope. Do I have doctor's visits waiting for me? Nope. Am I taking medication right now? Nope. Probably because I'm a vegan and because I eat so many nutrients and keep healthy, eat the kinds of things that I need to eat. I don't have very many dietary or health issues, to be honest. I just don't. I did, but that's a whole other video. But I think it's important to note that we are not chained anymore, at least. Have I ever been to prison? Nope. Do I intend on going to prison? Nope. Will there ever be a place for me in prison? I don't think so. So that's why I think it's very important to just live. So much easier said than done, right? Like, who is this person? Who is this Topaz Hooper to tell me to live? Baby, I'm just a person who quit her job and loved the job, by the way. I liked it. I really did. I just felt like I was living someone else's dream. And is that what I really wanted to do? No. Is that what I was doing? Yes. Will I miss the people I was with? Yes. I will miss you guys. By the way, if any of you that I used to work with are watching this video, I will miss you. And y'all know who you are. The people that walked into my office, the people who would stay hours with me and just talk about everything. Y'all know who you are. I love you. I will miss you more than anybody else. And I want us to keep in touch. But girl had to do what she had to do. You gotta live your best life. And I feel like many times I was living in someone else's dream. And someone else was telling me what I should do and what I should like and who I should be. And I was like, listen, y'all, we're not going down like that. Okay? Live your best life. So I want you to think about it. Meditate. Contemplate, travel, get out, figure out what your best life means. I always like to ask myself, if money was no object, what would you be doing with your life? If you knew that every day your bills would get paid, what would you do? How would you spend your day? Who would you spend it with? Somebody young, somebody old, somebody you love, somebody different, somebody new, somebody that believes in you. Who would you spend your last days with? Another question, if you knew tomorrow was your last day on the planet, your last day alive, who would you choose to spend it with? How would you spend your last day? So live it up. Live it. Live it. Be reborn. Remember that time when someone told you you couldn't and you did? Celebrate. Celebrate your best life, girl. Celebrate. Don't let others tell you what's right for you. It's a hoax. They don't know. Other people don't know. They don't know what you need. They don't know what they need. So why are they advising you on what you need to do with your life? Girl, please go. Okay, please go. So I'm making a life transition. I am moving abroad. Part of that stay will be in Eastern Europe. Part of that stay will be in Western Europe. And perhaps, if money doesn't run dry, we'll see how it all looks, y'all. We'll see how it all looks. I will be running to Costa Rica and perhaps going up and down that beautiful piece of land called Central America. Love to hit South America. I have many friends there, lots of people I'd love to see, and would love to be in that beautiful place. So there's ways you can support me on this journey. There's ways where you can be my fan, my friend, my supporter, my amigo, whatever you want to call it. There's so many ways for you to support me on this journey. I'm just trying to live my best life. And I need as many positive, beautiful people to support me and help me on that journey. Think of all the times I may have supported you personally, professionally, in any way, right? So there's several ways for people to plug in and support me. I'm going to be painting on the road. I'm going to be painting lots of beautiful things while I'm in Eastern and Western Europe. Many of which will be similar to what I'm painting today. Something dynamic, something with movement, something that shows transformation and change. And I'm not showing these paintings to just anybody. I'm showing these paintings to certain people. And these certain people will gain private access to stuff like this, to my private paintings, to my thoughts. For those of you that miss hanging and talking with me, we'll be doing this more often because your girl ain't going nowhere. I will be doing things like this through my Patreon page and through my YouTube. I will be doing paint with me's on YouTube. I'll also be doing freestyle spoken word poetry for select individuals with your name in it, so all the people in the world can see that you matter. I'll be releasing my poetry book very soon, working on self-publishing. So if y'all know some people that know some people that know some people that would publish a poetry book like mine, let me know. My poetry book will include visual as well as written poetry. What do I mean by that? Visual, as in the painting right behind me here. This painting says the lovely words, fuck you and thank you. I have a poem called Fuck You, Thank You. In this poem, I talk about what it's like to be broken up with, right? Like I said at the beginning of the video, I have recently been broken up with. And you know what, girl? I ain't even mad because, first of all, he sucks. Second of all, I've done this before to others. And I was not very remorseful, and I was not very kind to those people that I have harmed. So what goes around comes around, girl. What goes around comes around. So be kind to others, and others will be kind to you. Do good, and others will do good for you. So my poetry book will have not only my paintings in them, they will have poetry that will correspond with that painting. What? Yes, ma'am. We'll be having artwork that I'm creating right here, stuff that I'm manifesting right now. It will be in my poetry book. And you can get that glossy, beautiful, artistic, full of me, loving all of my stuff in this book. It's gonna be dope. I'm gonna work on publishing that this fall. In the meantime, I have a Patreon page that I'd love for as many people as possible to support. I have different tiers of support that you can plug into. I have tiers that are just for my poetry. A few dollars a month just to have my poetry, right? To have me say fuck you and thank you. To have me say you're beautiful. To have me say I'm rising. To have me say all the amazing things that I've been wanting to say to you and to the world this whole time. I'll have that. There's another tier where you'll get my poetry and my paintings. What? Poetry and paintings? Yeah, poetry and paintings. And then the third tier is poetry, paintings, and plot twist, music. Did y'all know I play ukulele? Yes, hunty. I have written several songs on my ukulele, and I love them. They are all unreleased. They are all private, and only people in my immediate circle have ever heard them, and they have loved them. They've loved them. So stay tuned. The Patreon link is down in the link below. You can go into the description and check it out. See what tier you would love to support me on. I'd love to be a traveling artist that's showing you beautiful, amazing artwork and chatting with you, talking philosophy, talking love, talking life, talking BS, talking all the things that I would talk to you about if I were here with you in Colorado or in Florida. And I want you to still have access to me. I want to still have access to you. I'll be emailing and hanging out with all y'all on Google anyway, so look out. And I can't wait to make this a huge success, right? I can't wait to make this journey a success. So thank you all for supporting me. Thank you for loving me, for listening to me, for being on my same page, for being with me. Y'all are phenomenal. And I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing here with my painting. And I'll definitely show you all the result when it's all done. Peace, love, art, activism, and living your best life. I look forward to hearing your feedback. Leave it in the comments below. Let me know if you want more videos like this. If you want more poetry, let me know what you would like to see. I'd love to be shooting abroad my poetry on the cliffs of St. Petersburg, Russia, or somewhere in Dublin, or somewhere in Holland. Let me know. I'd love to hear anything that you want to share with me. Peace, love, and may the poetry be with you. Bye, guys.